New season, new manager, but the same old story at Manchester United. Chaos, controversies, drama and instability are the only things that's coming out of Old Trafford. Because results have been far from rewarding. The off-field chatters haven't made it easy for the English club either, especially the ugly spat between manager Ruben Amorim and star forward Marcus Rashford. Rashford's future at Old Trafford looks bleak, especially after fresh shots were fired from Ruben Amorim. The Portuguese manager, in his latest taunt, has said he would rather include a 63-year-old than Rashford in his 11. This comes at a time when the English footballer has been linked to Barcelona. Is the cold behaviour from Amorim resulting in these transfer talks? What's brewing? A report.
Manchester United is experiencing ego clashes even without results coming in. A new headmaster in Ruben Amorim wants to have his way at Old Trafford. But anger, egos, lack of intent from his players and even rebellion from one star player, Marcus Rashford, is making it difficult for the Portuguese manager. The tussle between Amorim and Rashford has gotten uglier, with Amorim taking fresh shots now. When Ruben Amorim was asked about Rashford's absence from the matchday squad for over a month, his reply gave clarity on one thing. Rashford's days at Old Trafford, as long as Amorim is around, is clearly numbered.
The way I see what a footballer should do in training, in life, and is every day thing. So if things don't change, I will not change. Same situation for every player. If you do the maximum, if you do the right things, we can use every player. And you can see it today on the bench. We miss a little bit like pace to go, to change the game, to move some pieces. But I prefer like that. I will put Vital before I put a player that don't give the maximum every day. So I will not change in that department.
He says he would rather pick a 60-year-old to Rashford. The forward, in fact, last featured for United in a Europa League match against Victoria Pilsen in December last year. He was part of United's unused substitutes against Newcastle later that month too. But since then, he hasn't been included in the matchday squad, and Amorim's latest statement proves that the Englishman is unlikely to get picked going forward, basically drawing curtains to Rashford's playing days at Old Trafford. The United manager blames Rashford's lack of intensity as the reason behind his exclusion. So here's what happened. Ever since Rashford went out of favour 11 matches ago, the footballer has gone rogue. His disciplinary issues of showing up late for training or missing practice sessions entirely to party instead started creeping up. A pattern that was seen during the previous manager Erik ten Hag's stint as well. But under Amorim, the ego tussle has been far worse, especially after Rashford said he's ready to seek new challenges. Amorim did some damage control by saying Rashford is in the scheme of things and he just needed to prove his place in training. But here we are a month later, and the same Amorim says he prefers a 63-year-old goalkeeping coach to United's 15th highest goal scorer. A player who is just 7 goals away from overtaking a legend like Cristiano Ronaldo. Amorim's statement comes at a time when Rashford has been linked to clubs like Borussia Dortmund, AC Milan and the biggest of them all, Barcelona. But the only hindrance is Rashford's $1 million paycheck. While Rashford is keen on making a loan move to Barcelona, the club's tight wage bill has put the move in danger. Only if Barcelona offloads a player to free up at least $4 to $5 million can they make the Rashford move possible. But even if the deal does go through, will it be an ideal career move for Rashford? Sure, he isn't the most liked player under the Amorim regime, but he knows how he can earn his place back under the United setup, by just proving his worth in training and keeping his ego aside. But over in Barcelona, he clearly won't be the starter. Barcelona has a packed forward line with Rafinha, Robert Lewandowski and Lamine Yamal showing world-class form. The England international will likely be competing for a role off the bench alongside Ferran Torres, Pau Victor, Dani Olmo and Fermin Lopez. If he has to sit on a bench, why not in familiar territories in England? Especially given the ambition he has for United. At just 27, he's one of the most decorated United players. He's played alongside greats like Wayne Rooney and Cristiano Ronaldo. He's a Manchester born and bred. Is Rashford making the blunder of putting his ego above his love for Manchester United?
We're calling the show Vantage. We hope you like what we've put together for you. Touted as the minimum ways defense from that video. India's neighbours were the first to send the special edition of Vantage live from the White House throughout this week. Yes, Hindu Mandir we're on our way to Tel Aviv. Measure, but it's also the perfect way to drive.
I don't think that
Prime Minister of Bhutan, Sherin Tagwe. Welcome to
60% of the world's
office. Prime Minister Modi did the iron.
We were actually
How are you doing? How do you like? It's been 1 year since that meeting. Iron bars separate you from the outside. Out the vote effort. Trump had, it says, and at $4.3 trillion, 300 billion by 2030. That's what we need to tackle climate change.